record this class. Okay. So good morning, everyone. And on the basis of previous class, so today you know that we will read about the poem, "The Foolish Fish," right? So I like to request you all of you to keep your English book in front, or slides are here. We can see the slides and we'll read today. Okay. So some of the students, let me choose them for speaking, and you may have been tired, right? By this science class is there, so you can take rest for some time, some seconds. Okay. And are you fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The Foolish Fish. So I do not have. I do not have book here. So today we will read out the poem, and then I will tell you about. I'll also describe about the summary of the poem, and then I will also help for difficult vocabulary, and we will also involve in writing the questions answer which is given in the exercise. Okay. Okay.
Page number what you?
You please search there, because I have not
30.
consulted the textbook here.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. And the foolish fish. Do you know what does it mean? What is the meaning of foolish? Not exactly pagal, but foolish means something which is not wise, right? So foolish means if you do the thing, if you do the thing without taking any care of its result, without thinking about its consequences, so obviously that is foolish, right? In Nepali, murkha, right? Murkha means somebody who does not use any wisdom, or who does not think in a very proper who does not consider it seriously, right? And take the decision, or does the action, right? So this is the poem, and the poem is written by who are the poets of the poem?
And Jan Taylor.
Yeah, Anne and Jan Taylor. So these two poets wrote this poem, and these two are sisters, right? So look, their date of birth 1782. That means before that means 200, about more than 250 years ago, right? So 200 300 years ago. So, and their one of the very world famous creation was a Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So this was the poetry also composed by these two sisters. Okay.
Ma'am, literacy critic means?
Literacy critic means especially the person who involves in writing poems, or different aspects of literature are there. Drama is there, novel is there, different aspects are there. So the person who involves in writing this type of composition, they are literary figure, right? The person who writes the different aspects, who involves in writing different, or composing, or creating different kinds of different forms of literature. So they are literary figure, right? And let me disable this annotation, otherwise it started. Okay, so literary critic means especially the person who involves in just putting their views or opinions yeah, in the work of somebody, right? Suppose one person write a novel, and another person, if they if they start commenting or analysis of that particular novel, so other people are called literary critic, होइन? साहित्यमा काम गर्ने त्यो लिटरेरी एनालाइसिस भन्छ, लिटरेरी क्रिटिक भन्छ है। उनीहरूले चाहिँ के गर्छन् त भन्दाखेरि, उनीहरू चाहिँ दे इन्भल्भ इन द कम्पोजिसन अफ डिफ्रेन्ट फर्म्स अफ लिटरेचर, अनि अब अरूको चाहिँ अरूको कम्पोजिसनहरू पढ्ने, अनि त्यसमा कमेन्ट गर्ने, त्यसलाई एनालाइसिस गर्ने, विश्लेषण गर्ने भन्छ, त्यो काममा इन्भल्भ हुनेलाई भन्छ है लिटरेरी क्रिटिक। ओके, so Anne and Jen Taylor, they composed the poem "The Foolish Fish." Okay, so somebody's background noise is a bit disturbing, so please try to mute if you have very nothing now, no noise, right? So okay, so Smita, you can speak, and Deepsa, you can speak. Okay, Nisha Nirola, you can speak. Babisa, okay, you can speak. Akriti, you can speak. Okay, so we'll read the poem now, and others will listen, and they will also follow us in mute. Okay, you can also follow us. Are you there? How many of you are there?
Ma'am, I'm.
Okay, so those who are getting access of just okay, who is the Prasika? How are you? How are you sitting, Prasika? You are, I think, you are sitting like you are swimming. Okay, so we'll read the poem. What is the title? The Foolish Fish, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
So I had told you to create your own tone, very pleasurous tone, and I don't know either you practice at home or not. Do you practice? Practice गर्नुभयो यसो पोएमलाई मिलाएर पढ्नलाई?
No, ma'am.
No?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay.
No.
ल ठिकै छ, ल ठिकै छ है त. You can follow me, right? Okay, we can read the poem in this way. You follow me, okay? I will read all the lines. Then you those students who are unmuted, they can follow me. है त? सुरु गरौँ?
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Dear mother, said the little fish. भन्नुहोस् त.
Dear mother,
Dear mother, said
The little
the
fish.
fish.
Is that a worm I see? Is that a worm I see?
Is that a worm I
Worm
see?
I
Is that a worm I see?
I am very hungry and I wish
I am very hungry and I wish
you'd get the worm for me. You'd get the worm
You-
for me.
you would get the worm.
get the worm for me. You'd get the worm for me.
अरू सबैजनाले भन्नुहोस् है घरमा त्यहाँ त्यो सबजनाले अनम्युट भएकोले पनि सबले
innocent, the mother cried. Sweet innocent, the mother
Okay, now next stanza. Sweet innocent, the mother cried.
Sweet innocent,
innocent, the mother cried.
And started from her nook, and started from her nook.
And started from her nook, and started from her nook.
श्रीशान्त कोइराला के हो त्यो गौतम बुद्ध जस्तो भयो बसिरहेको छ म हेर्दैछु तिमी सबजनालाई हेर्दैछु म यहाँ रिड मात्रै गरिरहेको छैन सो दीपक मण्डल त्यो गौतम बुद्धको कान्छो छोरा जस्तो गरेर त्यहाँ मेडिटेसन गरेर बसिरहेको छ त्यहाँ अल अफ यु बी अवेयर एन्ड जस्ट ट्राई टु फलो पंकज है म सबैलाई हेर्दैछु यहाँ को कसरी बसिरहेछ को गाउँदैछ गाउँदैन सबलाई हेरिरहेको छु ओके again I'll repeat. Sweet innocent, the mother cried.
Sweet innocent,
the mother cried.
And started from her nook, and started from her nook.
And
started from her nook,
and started from
that worm you see is there to hide.
that worm you see
is there to hide. The sharpness of a hook, the sharpness of a hook.
the sharpness of a hook.
As I hovered the little trout.
As I hovered the little trout.
Was young and foolish too. Was young and foolish too.
Was young and foolish too.
And presently he ventured out.
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 To learn what might be true. To learn what might be true.
To learn what might be true. To learn
what might be true. Okay, it's going now easy, eh? Okay, now another one. Around about the worm he played.
Around
about the worm he played.
With many a longing look, with many
Many a longing look, with many a longing look.
and dear me to himself he said, and dear me to himself he said,
And dear me to himself he said,
he said,
Said,
I'm sure there is no hook, I'm sure there is no hook.
I
I
am
am
sure
sure
there
there
is
is
no
no
hook.
I
I am
am
sure
sure
there
there
is
is
no hook.
I think I will give one little bite.
I think
I will give one little bite.
I will give one little bite.
I think I will give a little bite.
And that was what he did, and that was what he did.
And that was
what
what he did.
he did,
And that was what
what
he
he
did.
did.
And the sea died in helpless plight.
and
And the
The
sea
sea
died
In
in
helpless plight.
by not doing as he was bid, by not doing
by
as he was bid.
By
by
not doing as he
not
by not doing
doing
as
as
he
he
was
was
bid.
doing.
Thank you very much for just for trying to follow me, eh? And it's not the perfect one. I just want to create a very musical, let's say, the background, because we, while reading the poem, we have to learn to have fun, okay? And I hope you develop some of the very musical tone. And let's go towards the description. I'll describe about the poem, okay? Uh, let me turn on the fan for a while, because here I'm feeling so hot.
Ma'am, there is hot, ma'am.
Yeah, let me go. One few seconds.
Ma'am, here is very cold, ma'am. Dankuta.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, so can you see the slides?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, look at here. Here is a very little story, but very important story is hidden there in this poem, because here are two characters. Let's say a big in the previous class also I had told, there is here is mother fish and that little fish, right? Okay. And at first look at first stanza. Dear mother, said a little fish, is that all I see, is that all I see, I am very hungry and I wish you would get the worm for me. So who said this? Can you tell? Little fish. This is the dialogue of little
Little
fish,
fish.
right? So look at here. The little fish said that he was very hungry and asked his mother fish if the worm was for him. So obviously you know that fish lives in the water, right? And we people involved in fishing, so some of you also even may have your let's say interest of fishing. And while fishing, we people use a kind of a special kind of hook, fish hook, हैन? त्यो माछा मार्नलाई चाहिँ यस्तो बल्छी पनि थाप्ने गरिन्छ, जाल पनि हान्ने गरिन्छ. But some people they use a special kind of hook. I think you have seen, है? तिमीले नदेखे पनि भिडियोमा त obviously देखेको छ. Yes, ma'am. So yeah. So there was one hook, and on that hook, one worm was hanging, right? So it is the conversation of the fish, mother fish and little fish inside the water, right? Inside the water, there was one hook, and on that hook there was one worm which was hanging, and there two fish are having conversation, right? And little fish was very hungry, and he was very that means eager to eat the worm, right? And what do you mean by worm? Do you know? Yeah, might be yeah, especially we can say that worm means young insect, right? हैन? अब कुनै पनि गडेउला हुन सक्छ, अथवा त्यो शंखे किरा हुन सक्छ, अथवा फिशलाई मन पर्ने जेसुकै पनि हुन सक्छ, है? That is represented as worm here. So he was very hungry, and he requested that you will manage a worm for me भनेर उसले चाहिँ मम्मीलाई सोध्छ के पहिले चाहिँ यो वर्म चाहिँ जुन मैले देखिरहेको छु त्यो चाहिँ तपाईले मलाई म्यानेज गरिदिएको हो भनेर चाहिँ उसले सोधिरहेछ है देन आफ्टर व्हाट ह्यापेन्ड sweet innocent the mother cried and started from her nook the worm you see is there to hide the sharpness of a hook then what is the who replied in this way mother fish or little fish
mother fish
yeah and she said that the mother fish she requested not to eat the worm because because the sharp hook could kill the little fish and she was very experienced on that no अब mother fish भनेको त they may have that means many experience हैन अब उनीहरुलाई चाहिँ हुकको बारेमा थाहा हुन्छ कसरी चाहिँ हामी त्यहाँ गयो भने चाहिँ हामीलाई चाहिँ मान्छेहरुले मार्छन् मारेर खान्छन् भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ the mother fish knew very well that's why she requested little fish not to eat that worm because that worm is just a kind of illusion for you so that is not actually for you that is just a kind of illusion हैन झुक्याउनको लागि मात्रै दिएको हो नि त त्यो त पासो हो नि त isn't it right so mother fish requested little fish not to give a bite for that worm right then after what happened as I have heard the little trout was young and foolish too and presently he ventured out to learn what might be true अब फेरि उसले के गर्यो भन्दाखेरि त but the little trout means a kind of fish है it is a kind of fish trout भनेको trout माछा खाएको छ भनेर भन्छन् मान्छेहरूले fresh trout माछा चाहिँ है but the little fish was foolish and at that moment he said that he would learn what might be true अब mother fish was requesting not to eat है and he was telling that no I must know that either it is true or not अब उसले चाहिँ के भन्छ फेरि हैन यो साच्चै हो कि हैन मैले त यो त थाहा पाउनै पर्छ भन्छ है because he was very young very foolish हैन young people obviously we people also young मान्छेहरुले चाहिँ they cannot decide what is right and what is wrong isn't it सबै कुरा थाहा हुन्छ त सानो मान्छेहरुलाई थाहा हुँदैन नि even you do not know everything हैन सबै कुन कुरा राम्रो नराम्रो भन्ने थाहा हुँदैन same like that our parents knew they know very many things they have because they have very great experience in different thing हैन भन्छ नि मैले तिमीले भन्दा चाहिँ मैले चाहिँ दुई चारवटा भोटा अगाडि फटाको भन्छ नि त्यो भनेको के हो आई हैव मोर नलेज देन यु भनेको है तिमीहरु मम्मी बाबाले सिकाउँछौ भन्नुहुन्छ नि कहिले कहिले हाम्रो प्यारेन्ट्सहरुले भन्नु न हैन तिमी मेरो छोरा छोरी भएर हामीलाई सिकाउने वी हैव लट्स अफ एक्सपीरियन्स भन्नुहुन्छ नि that is correct हैन कुनै कुरामा हामीले नलेज लिएको हुन सक्छ बट हियर आल्सो mother fish she has experience that's why she was requesting not to eat that worm but अब उ चाहिँ जिद्दी गरिरहेछ है नो अब यो तपाईले भनेको कुरा चाहिँ सही हो कि हैन लेट्स चेक भनिरहेछ के उले चाहिँ है उले चाहिँ के भनिरहेछ यहाँ भनिरहेछ हेर्नुस् न एन्ड प्रेजेन्टली ही भेन्चर्ड आउट उले भन्यो भेन्चर आउट मीन्स सेड है भेन्चर्ड मीन्स सेड टु लर्न व्हाट माइट बी ट्रू ओहो के चाहिँ हुँदो रहेछ त के चाहिँ हो कि हैन रहेछ त यो कुरा ट्रू हो कि हैन रहेछ लेट्स फाइन्ड आउट भनेर उले आफूलाई भन्छ है then after what happened around about the worm he played with many a longing look and dear me to himself he said I am sure there is no hook look who said this कोले भन्यो little fish है लिटल फिशले के भन्छ भन्दाखेरि अराउन्ड अबाउट भनेको त्यो वर्म जुन चाहिँ पानीमा देखाइरहेको हुकमा देखाइरहेको वर्म हुन्छ देन आफ्टर ही चेक्ड अराउन्ड द वर्म विथ द टेम्प्टेड लुक एन्ड सेड देयर वाज नो हुक स्योरली ल अब के गर्छ भन्दाखेरि ओहो मामुले भनेको कुरा नहुन पनि सक्छ लेट्स चेक भनेर चाहिँ वरिपरि घुमेर हेर्छ है त्यो वर्म चाहिँ पानी भित्रको वर्ममा अनि वरिपरि घुमेर अराउन्ड अबाउट भन्छ त्यहाँनेरि हुन्छ उलाई पुरा मुख मिठाइरहेको हुन्छ जिब्रोले पुरा गरिराखेको हुन्छ हैन अनि हेर्छ वरिपरि घुमेर हेरिसकेपछि ही फाइनली डिसाइडेड हैन डियर मी हेर न त्यहाँ कसरी भनिरहेछ एन्ड डियर मी टु हिमसेल्फ ही सेड आई एम स्योर देयर इज नो हुक ओहो ल 100% ग्यारेन्टी हो हैन उले आफूलाई डियर भनेको छ हेर्नुस् न त्यहाँ देन ही डिसाइडेड देयर वाज नो हुक ए होइन रहेछ मामु पनि जे पाए त्यही भन्ने मैले वरिपरि घुमेर हेरिसके नो हुक बिकज आई क्यानट सी एनी हुक देयर हेर्नुस् त यो वर्म कस्तो मिठो छ कस्तो डेलिसियस छ म त यति भोकाएको छु कि अब मलाई एकदमै खान मन छ भन्छ लङ्गिङ लुक मीन्स लङ मीन्स व्हाट टु वान्ट समथिङ भेरी स्ट्रङली हैन जस्तै तिमीहरूलाई चाहिँ त्यो भोक लागेर पेट पटारेको बेलामा चाहिँ तिमीहरूको फेभरेट फुड चाहिँ अगाडि आयो भने तिमीहरू चाहिँ ओहो केही नसोचिकन झाप्पै खाइदिनु जस्तो हुन्छ नि, सेम लाइक द्याट होइन। अब कसैलाई मोमो मनपर्छ भने एकदम चाहिँ पेट चाहिँ खाली भएको बेलामा अनि तातो तातो मोमो आयो भने चाहिँ ओ कति बेर चाहिँ कप्प मुखमा हालिहालौँ भन्ने हुन्छ नि। लङ्गिङ लुक भनेको त्यो हुन्छ, तिमी चाहिँ त्यति बेला ठुलो ठुलो आँखा पारेर हेर्छौ नि त होइन त्यो खानेकुरालाई। So same like that, he was also in hurry to give the bite. That's why he said that, oh प्यारो म हेर त एकदम राइट छस् है, मैले म भनेको एकदम राइट हो, मैले भनेको एकदम राइट हुन्छ, बिकज देयर इज नो हुक, आई क्यान डिसाइड माइसेल्फ भन्ने टाइपको एक खालको घमण्ड लिएर चाहिँ देन he just decided, he said himself that there was no hook हैन, केही पनि छैन, हुक सुक छैन, यस्तो हुक सुक केही पनि छैन भनेर चाहिँ he decided. Then after what happened, I think I will give one little bite, and that was what he did, and thus he died in hapless plight by not doing as he was bid. अब के गर्यो भन्दाखेरि ल केटा सुरु गर भनेर चाहिँ उसले चाहिँ पुरै काउन्टडाउन दियो क्या आफूलाई। I think I will give one little bite. हे धेरै किन सोचिरहनु, दिइहालौँ न त, एक बाइट चाहिँ खाएर क्वाप्प टोकिहाल्नु पर्यो, थोरै अलिकति सानो होइन, त्यो आधी मात्रै टोकेर हेर्छु छ कि छैन त्यहाँपछि थाहा हुन्छ भनेर चाहिँ देन द फिस जस्ट गेभ वान लिटल बाइट होइन, यसो गरेर एकचोटि चाहिँ क्लिक्क पारेर टोक्नु पर्यो भनेर चाहिँ सुरु गर्यो, जम्प गर्यो है। एन्ड द्याट वाज वाट इट डिड, एन्ड ही गेभ वान बाइट होइन, अनि छ्याप्पसँग टोक्ने बित्तिकै त वाउ भनेर मजाले एकदम डेलिसियस मानेर खाउँला भनेको थियो, छ्याप्प टोक्ने बित्तिकै उसको त्यो दाँत चाहिँ त्यो हुकको तिखो त्यो सियो जस्तो हुकमा चाहिँ छ्याप्प उसको मुखभित्र त्यो किला गाडिएर चाहिँ के भयो भन्दाखेरि ही डाइड इन ह्यापलेस प्लाइट, अनफर्चुनेटली ही डाइड होइन, ब्लड आयो होला उसको मुखबाट, त्यसपछि यसरी अब टोक्दाखेरि त त्यो त सियोले मुखभित्र घोचेर बाहिर निस्क्यो होला नि त है। Then finally अब उसले टेस्ट गर्न पाएन, he could not feel any taste of the worm there, but what happened, unfortunately he died, and that person who was involved in fishing, that means he or she took out from the water, and they started wow, I have just catch you हैन। अब बाहिर जो चाहिँ त्यो फिशिङ गरिरहेको थियो त्यसले चाहिँ के गर्यो होला भन्दाखेरि पख्लास तँलाई पकभरि कसरी फ्राई गरेर खान्छु भनेर चाहिँ अर्कोले फेरि स्टार्ट गर्यो होला है। बाई नट डुइङ वाट ही वाज बिड, कसरी मर्यो त लास्टमा ऊ, हाउ डिड ही डाई, he died because he did not do what he was requested, what he was said, what he was proposed by his mother. So, and finally he planned to give a little bite, and unfortunately he died because he did not do whatever he had been requested by his mother. So this happened in this poem. Okay, that's why we know that we are the hero of our life, isn't it? Okay? We are the real hero because we have the right to decide what is right, what is wrong in our life, you know? But if somebody gives you better idea on the basis of their knowledge and experience, we people have to follow that suggestion, right? आफै मै राम्रो मै सबैभन्दा ज्ञानी भन्ने चाहिँ भयो भने, so we may be in trouble. That's why obeying our parents, obeying our seniors, obeying to our teachers, obeying our friends, those who give us very good suggestion, that we have to follow this, right? This is the lesson from the poem. So some of the word meaning are here. La पढ्नुस् त सबैजनाले. Read please. Okay, worm means very simple words are here, I hope. And nook means corner, hook means that is a kind of anger, right? And especially it is hook, fish hook, right? And trot means a common fresh water fish. And venture out means to say something, to express something. Hapless means bad, that means badly. That means unfortunate, or someone who is unlucky. Plight means he was in problem and dilemma at first, then what happened? After that means his death means he was in very great trouble, right? Plight means trouble, or dilemma means confusion, right? And longing look means a strong desire to something. So this is. Now here are some of the questions. Hey, we don't have much time. I will spend I think 3-4 minutes now, and then I'll wrap up the class. Hey, if there is anything you don't understand, please भन्नुस् त मलाई केही सोध्नु छ यहाँ मलाई सुन्दै हुनुहुन्छ क्रिस पोखरेल गुरगाई बोल्नुस् केही छ सोध्ने भने सोध्नुस् त if you do not understand something here.
Ma'am.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, what is the meaning of bead?
Bead, yes, said. What you are said, proposed, eh? I do not include here. BID, bead means something which was BID, bead means something which was proposed, eh? Proposed भनौँ न direct. PROPOSED, proposed, होइन? What the mother fish had proposed to him, requested to him not to give that bite, right? अनि यहाँ के भनेको छ पोएममा भन्नुस् त he died in hapless plight by not doing what he was bid भनेको छ नि त what he was bid भनेको what he was said, what he was proposed. बुझ्नु भयो?
Yes,
बुझ्नु भएन? Okay, ल हेर्नुस् त what does the baby fish want the mother fish to do? है what does the baby fish want his mother fish to do? To manage worm for him, right? This is the answer, है मैले key answer मात्रै भनिदिन्छु आफै मिलाएर लेख्नुस्. He wanted his mother to manage worm for him because he was very hungry, हैन? Okay na? Yes or no? Why does the baby fish want to get the worm? You know that he was very hungry, मैले अघि नै भनिसके. Does the mother fish get the worm for young one? Why or why not? अब यो आफै तिमीले लेख्न सकिहाल्छौ. Is that the worm which was managed by mother fish to little fish or by the fisherman? Fisherman, right? The worm which was there in the water, which was not managed by mother fish to the little fish, but that was just the illusion, right? That was just fisherman's plan, right? So she did not manage any worm for little fish. Why was the young trout foolish? अब यो तिमीले आफै लेख्ने हो. You can analyze yourself. किन foolish थियो? Because he thought himself as superior. He thought that he was only correct. He ignored his mother request and he decided that there was no hook. हैन धेरै कारणहरु छ, धेरैवटा छ, not only one. And then he did not listen to anybody and he just get the bite. That's why he was foolish. अब यो लेख्ने आफै है त. And what lesson does the poem teach us? अब यो आफै लेख्नुस्. चिराग भन्नुस् त what lesson do you just what message do you get from this poem?
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Then the message which we get from this poem is that we should always obey what our seniors have told us.
Yeah, that might be correct. Thank you. What our seniors say to us, we have to follow this. La Sneha Pokhrel, Deepa Chhetri, what message do you get? Can you say something, please? Deepa? Astha?
We should obey what our mothers say.
Okay, la, thank you, Deepa. Now, Astha, can you speak? Nirola?
We must obey the things what our senior says,
Okay.
and we must follow that.
Other any extra type of message or anybody else? अरु कोही भन्ने हो हात उठाउनुस् त. Yeah. Mahima, can you speak? Mahima, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
So, do you learn something from this poem?
Ma'am, I'm class 8.
Oh, then if you have listened, obviously you learn something.
No, ma'am, I joined now.
Okay, Sital, please. Do you learn something from here?
Yes, ma'am, we should always obey our seniors, teachers, and parents, and we should detect everything around me. We should go for that.
Oh, Mr. Sigdel, you please speak something. Rhythm, please. Rhythm. Rhythm. I'm giving on that means access to you.
Ma'am,
Oh yeah, Rhythm.
what say? Ma'am, question?
Hey, Rhythm, are you speaking? La Uday.
Yes, ma'am, question.
Okay, la. So do you learn something from this poem or not? Tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you learn?
Ma'am, sound is not clear.
Your sound is clear. You speak, please.
Yes, ma'am, your sound is not clear again once, ma'am.
Oh, मलाई सुन्नु भएको छैन अरूले? Clear छ कि छैन?
Ma'am, it's clear.
Hey, then what happened?
Ma'am, that question you tell was not clear.
Okay. Do you learn something from the lesson from this poem? What do you learn?
Yes.
Please tell.
I learned that we should not, we should obey our parents, and we should always follow the,
Okay. Follow whatever they say, right?
follow their instructions.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Whatever they say, we cannot follow all the things that our parents say, because sometimes that means we have to decide what is true and what is false, right? And we should not think everything to ourselves, right? And we should not be foolish. We have to take the decision. We should not take the decision in a very short period of time. त्यो पनि सिकिन्छ हैन, एकैछिनमा अनि भोकलाई कन्ट्रोल गर्नुपर्छ भन्ने नि सिकिन्छ हैन है. Siddhika Rao near, so who is there near you? Tell him or her if they learn something from this poem. Somebody is dancing there. I am watching. So you tell them to utilize this lockdown period in practice of dance, then they can be the perfect dancer in future. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy reading this poem. अब घरमा आफै poem practice गर्नुस्, exercise गर्नुस् है. So thank you. This is all for today's class. है त. Let me stop the screen. ल अब हेर्छु है त मैले chat box मा के गर्नु भएछ. We should think before doing anything. Good. We should think before doing
our class has finished.
Yeah.
Rupa ma'am is waiting in.
Okay, Pankaj sir. La, thank you. This is all for today. Thank you. Bye. Take care. Okay.
Rupa ma'am, you can start the class.
You can start science class, ma'am. Bye.
Hello, class 9 students. Bye. Class 8 students. दिनु पर्यो तिमीले ठाउँ है.
I'll end this meeting once and then start the meeting again.
Yeah.
Okay, leave गरेर हुन्छ सर.